You cannot be here without a creator. Otherwise, did you create yourself? Did you make yourself? What, your parents? Your parents are a means. It's like a machine that produced something. Where did you come from? Do you have a beginning? There must be a beginning to this universe. If there was no beginning, there will be no existence. There has to be a beginning. That beginning has to be the absolute beginning. Who is that? The Creator. Who created the Creator? Nothing. That's like asking, can you make a triangle a square? No, because it's a triangle. That's it. Who created the Creator? No one. Because then that would be the Creator. This is an oxymoron. This is a contradiction. It is a wrong question. Some people, they say, if God is all powerful, if God is God powerful, can He create a rock which He cannot carry? Again, an absurd and silly question. If God is the all powerful and can create a rock which He can't carry, it's an oxymoron, it's a contradiction. It cancels itself out. The question itself is stupid. He is the all powerful, so He is the all powerful. End of story. Allah is the Creator and He is the beginning. Otherwise you and I won't be here. Allah says a simple statement, أَمْ خُلِقُوا مِنْ غَيْرِ شَيْءٍ أَمْ هُمُ الْخَالِقُونَ. Were they created from nothing, or did they create themselves? Brothers and sisters, just very quickly, something to think about. This, inside of us, our features, you and me as human beings, the color of our eyes, the color of our hair, our skin, everything about us, it is made up of codes. We call them your genes or genomes, which are codes inside your genes. Not the jeans that you wear, G-E-N-E-S. Your genetic code is inside of you. It's a program that Allah created. It has a sequence. It has a code and numbers which we numbered. Not one is the same as the other. If you were to take out all of your, so they're also called DNA, all of your DNA that makes up all your genes, if you were to take them out of your entire body and put them in a string, end to end, they are so small, right? You put them in a string, end to end, all the DNA that's in your body. Do you know how far it will reach? Do you know how long it will go? All the DNA, all the codes that are inside of you that make you the human being up. They will reach from the sun to Pluto and back 10 times. Look it up. You can look it up in the Science Daily. You can look it up in any authentic website for astronomy and scientific discoveries, biology, anything you like. If one of these codes was taken out, you will have a deformity. One. If one was added, you will have a deformity. So you're telling me this Creator cannot be, and that the world made itself? No, impossible. There is a design, there is a sequence, there is a pattern, there is an order, there is harmony in this order, and that's how we know science. It is impossible not to have a designer who is beyond our tiny feeble mind. I'll give you one more example. This table in front of me, did it make itself? Obviously not. Who made it? Can you tell me? What does your reasonable mind say? Who made this table? Huh? The designer. A human or a monkey? A human. Why not a monkey? Would anyone believe that a monkey made it? Everyone's laughing at me. A monkey couldn't have made it. Did you see who made it? Did you see who made it? You didn't see who made it. Did any of you here go and get the serial number and start calling and tracing it back all the way, experimenting until you get to the place where it was made? Did any of you do that? So how can any of you tell me that a human made this? Are you crazy? Without experimentation, without science, I'll tell you something. Your reasonable mind, your faculties, your intelligence, which has been created in you, and your experience in life teaches every human being that this table must have been made by a human, because the human is the only reasonably intelligent being intelligent enough to make it. A monkey can't make it because we know a monkey does not have the capacity or the intelligence to make it. Did this human make it for no purpose? Did this human make the table for no purpose? No, it didn't make it for no purpose. There is a purpose. If the human made a table for no purpose, you say it's foolish, it's just crazy. What are you doing? If a human, you can tell me this simple table was made by a human who is intelligent, and not a monkey because it's unintelligent, because it has a design, it has a purpose, it has a structure, it has a means, it has a meaning, then what about this entire universe and your DNA? It is a design. There has to be a creator who deliberately made us for a purpose, directly, and there is an order, and there is a timing, and there is a goal, and there is a destiny, and there is a will. This person who made you, therefore, has to control everything then. He just left it like that by itself. And if, for example, if you had a shopping cart on wheels from Woolworths, and you got a bunch of different groceries and things from the shop and you placed them into that trolley. And then you took it outside and you're going down a hill. And there are cars on the road and there are children, there's families, and you're going outside to your car. You have to control that trolley to get to your car. Isn't that correct? But if you took it outside and you were the cause of it being outside, you put all the groceries in there and you organized them all nicely, and as you're going down the hill, you decided to be silly. You just let go of the trolley and you said, the trolley will find its way. What will happen? What will happen? It'll hit someone. What else can happen? Hit a car on the road. What will happen to the groceries? Everywhere, probably kill someone, probably whatever. The trolley and the groceries will not organize themselves. It has to have a designer, a maker, deliberately guiding it to its destiny. Am I right or wrong? But this is a very simple example. Lillahi al-mathalu al-a'la. Allah, to Him belong the best of examples. There has to be necessarily someone who is controlling, willing things to happen, predetermining them, pre-measuring them, pre-planning them, creating the means for them to happen, guiding them, deciding, knowing exactly everything. Isn't that true? Has to be. Allah says therefore in the Quran, do you think that we created you abathan, meaning we just did that and left you? Left you for the whole world to just clash against each other in the universe and the planets and the stars, and we just clash and finish. No, there's an order. Even if you decide to clash and do the wrong thing, there are consequences as a result. Perfect consequences that don't change. For example, if you lit up a fire and you jumped into the fire, is the fire going to burn you? This fire is going to burn you. If you allow your baby child to crawl on the road with cars going and coming, is there a consequence? Could it run over the child? It's going to run over the child. You jump into a hole, are you going to fall into the, possibly break your leg or something? There's a consequence. So you can be disorderly, but your disorderly also has an order that follows it. Everything is in precise measurement and an order that does not change. So my brothers and sisters, you have to believe in qada and qadar, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created everything, willed everything, pre-measured everything, predestined everything, and knows every